Welcome one, welcome all. We are back for another beautiful round 3 showdown slate for an elevated event, which is always fun. I'm here with my guy Locke. We got Drew backstage. He might join at some point during the show, so be prepared for that. But Locks, how was your day today? What are you thinking about round 3? Give me your thoughts.
The day was okay. Long day, but when you work a full-time job and have another job, have some kids, you're going to be busy all the time. It is what it is. But just excited to break down a slate with you. Always fun being on the shows here. Drew might join us here, but hey, we'll pick some winners for you guys. Ready to dive into round 3. Got some decent takes that I think will pull through for us. A couple of cheap guys that'll find us some value. So yeah, excited to dive in.
I like it. So I did not have a good day today. I picked up some Rainmaker stuff in Showdown, but I made my lineups drunk last night, and I do not recommend ever doing that. I accidentally completely faded Justin Thomas. Didn't mean to do that. And I played Cam Young after telling Rubio at the beach the other day that I'm not playing Cam Young tomorrow. But, you know, when you get drunk, shit happens. But, yeah, so that happened. Don't do that. I'm doing whatever it takes tonight to not drink and to rebound from that performance. So we've got to pick the winners tonight, Locks. We need the absolute stone nuts. I'm going to let you take it away. Go down from the 8 under to 7 under for me.
Oof. All right, diving in here. Looking at the top right away, I'll just start with the 3 8 under guys. My favorite here is going to be Wyndham Clark. I think he's going to be probably the only guy I play up here. I always get Teal Hatton wrong. I don't know. I'm going to be off of him. $8,500, a little steep or whatever. Or am I looking at the wrong thing? My bad. Is he 85 or 84 tomorrow?
I just got data golf open, but I imagine 85 after 100 price bump.
Either way, I don't think I'm going to get to him. I'd rather play Wyndham tomorrow. So that's probably my lean there. If I'm going down to the 7 unders, Kurt, I really don't have a lot of interest in anybody other than JT and Xander. Those are probably the 2 guys I like in there. Might sprinkle a little Sung JM. I'm not sure yet, but like Adam Scott's just putting out of his bunghole. I just don't see it continuing tomorrow, so I'm not going to play him. I'm going to be off most of these guys other than probably JT, Shoffley, and Wyndham.
I like that. So going to be kind of with you. We should talk about the weather a little bit because we've had a little bit of an opposite than what we're used to. The early morning guys have not been doing great because it's been 44 degrees, freezing balls. And then the really late guys have been absolutely crushing. The shot difference has been about a shot and a quarter almost for the late guys. So that's something we definitely need to mention here because usually you don't like taking the top of the leaderboard, but it might be a little bit different today. And actually, I'm going to pull it up right now and see if there's any wind coming in this time because I know yesterday there wasn't. It was actually like 4 miles all day, nothing to see. So it's going to be, once again, tomorrow it's going to be like low 50s in the morning until about like 10 o'clock. It gets in the 60s, which is really warm enough for me. I think that like everything's fine. And then there's really no wind. Like it even dies down a little bit, comes back at 3. Most of the people will be done with their stuff by then. So I guess I kind of honestly want the mid-pack guys because they'll be chasing within arm's distance. They've been playing decent enough and the weather will be best for them. So if you want to do the weather stack, it'd probably be them guys in the middle there. Now that we get that out of the way, let me talk about what I like up here. All right, so it's funny you said that because I always get him right, but I'm not chasing a guy at the top of the leaderboard that just had a 600 round. Can't do it. Nate Lashley, no. Wyndham's been playing so well. I don't mind if you go there. Xander the same way. I don't mind Xander. I'm not going to play probably those 2 together. There will be my pull, but I won't play them together. JJ Spawn, shout out to Soldier. Our boy Snyder had him as a Soldier. He's crushing. I can't trust JJ Spawn at the top of the leaderboard. I'm sorry. Justin Thomas, I saw a stat today that – the putting looks like it's turned around, like within like 10 feet. It's looking good. So I'm going to make him beat me one more day because I was going to be on yesterday. I feel like I missed the boat a little bit. So I'll be off that. Adam Scott is due for that +6 round coming at any time. Sung Jae, I hope he goes like 2 or 3 under. I'll get him on Sunday. So no Sung Jae for me. Svensson, I want to bring this up because I thought about this today. So the other tournament I can't remember where Svensson was in was competitive the whole weekend. He didn't really fall off until Sunday.
Yep.
So let me see what his price is. I actually might have interest in him tomorrow because he honestly didn't like shit.
He's only 7,100.
Yeah, so I honestly don't mind that. Like I said, I don't know if I want to play more than 2 of these guys up here. So if I go, like I'll go Clark, Svensson, and then the rest of the guys in the middle. I'm not going to go Clark, Xander, Svensson. Don't do that. And that completes it for this range. I feel like I talked a lot right there, but
no, it wasn't bad.
1 or 2 in me. So, guys, give me some slack here. Mr. Locks, can you go from 600 to 500 for us?
Yeah, breaking down that range here. One of the soldiers, actually another soldier, was Michael Kim, I do believe. So there is some interest there. I mean, a couple great soldier calls by Snyder. I don't know if I'm going to chase it in round 3. I think I'm going to be off of that, but just a great call for the week so far. Really, for me, I think I might be crossing off these 3-6 under guys. I got a little interest in Max Homa, Taylor Moore. Those are 2 guys I'm going to have some interest in tomorrow down in this range. And that's pretty much it for me. If I were to play anybody else here, it might be Fleetwood. I don't know if I can get there. And I played really well the first day. It kind of fell off the second day here, but stayed kind of up there in contention. So if he can get it going again tomorrow, he could be interesting as well at lower ownership.
I like that. So obviously Tommy Fleetwood was in my core this week. I'm going right back. One of the only, he was a leader after 1. Just didn't really get the short game going. And Tommy's a pretty good short game player. So, and he didn't lose on approach or anything else like that. It's just like a very meh round and a little bit of the short game, which he's not known to really do. So I will happily go back to Tommy. We got him at 8,300. I feel like that's at a good price. Michael Kim still cheap enough. I'll go to him. Solid across the board. Nothing crazy. But he's 6,700, so we don't need that big round. We just need 2-3 under. Getting decent conditions. Casely. I'm going to go a Sunday guy. I'll wait and see on Sunday. Stuart Sink, no. Dylon Wu, it's actually Dylan, but I'm going to call him Dylon. I can't chase that round. Sherman's steady Freddie. Like, I didn't like him today, but 6,900. He's not going to, I feel like he won't kill you. So I don't hate that if you're MMEing. Let's see. Max Homa, ball striking god. Like, long, hard courses, you play Max Homa. I will continue to do so. Harris English, can't do that. And Taylor Moore, I will have some Taylor Moore. Lost a lot with the short game approach as usual for him. The guy can ball strike like hell. I don't expect him to lose that much in the short game tomorrow. So Taylor Moore for me, Max Homa, Michael Kim, and Fleetwood here. Locks, take us from 4 under and 3 under.
Yeah, a little bit bigger of a range.
Here. Hey.
Oh.
Sorry, guys.
I was born in the darkness. I was molded by it. That's you, Drew.
Well, my daughter keeps getting up, so I figured I'd turn the light off. She keeps wondering, like, why do I turn the light off when I wake up?
That's fine. So, we've only gone to, like, the top, 30 or 40. I feel like you can we can put the
I
pressure
heard.
on. You can make it up.
I'm taking notes. Yeah.
Perfect. Got anything to add?
Yeah.
Yeah, the biggest thing for me is, like, I'm curious to see how it plays out. But, like, Svensson is 7 under on just the par 5s. So he really hasn't done anything on the par 4s and par 3s. So I'm like, obviously he can potentially sustain that, but I kind of don't want to chase Svensson even at 7,100. Everything else, though, you're pretty much in. I think I missed the 8 under guys. You probably don't want to target too many of them in general. And then, for this bottom range you just talked about, Max Homa, Michael Kim, I think are in play. And then Dylon will be a pass.
Yeah. All right. So I'll go ahead and shoot you. How about you? And then Locks will take us to 4 and 3 under. I'll let you take it.
Okay. So, I'll probably just keep going back to Mr. Gary Woodland and see what happens. Overall, like, his ball striking numbers don't look great. So looking through a couple of his approach numbers, nothing really stands out. Like, he's only got 6 inside of 12 feet. He's made 4 of them. Par 5 scoring. Let's see here. Pretty decent. He's actually hit two under regulation. That's pretty solid. So I think Woodland at 8,100 would be one of the guys you would probably spend up for. Below that, there's really not a ton in this range that stands out, to be honest. Let me just
like round 3 Keegan round 3.
I like Keegan round 3.
It's Drew, I know that's got to be like melting your soul. You're like, that doesn't make like that doesn't make fucking any logical explanation for a guy being good at round 3. That doesn't, but
no, it does. Same way people are bad in round 4 or bad in round 1.
So round 4 makes sense though. Like round 4. Okay,
round 3, I don't know.
Round 3 does too, a little bit.
But how though? Because like round
I guess
2,
you make it through the cut, you freewheel it, and then
okay, yeah, it's true.
Yeah, you're freewheeling, or you're just trying to make as many birdies as possible. And if you got the groove going, you're not playing safe. You're just gunning for everything.
I've heard a few Joel Damon stories where he's made the cut on the number and he was pissed about it, and he goes out, gets drunk, and then he shoots 62, and then now he's finished top 10 like he out of nowhere. So yeah, I mean, obviously he doesn't stand out to play. The guys here at 3 under, Corey Connors, Hayden Buckley, are the guys that stand out the most. But yeah, I mean, I could always get behind a guy with a narrative for a specific round.
Okay, I like that. So
I'm open-minded. I mean, Keegan has done well for me. He's also done terrible. I think that's the same for everybody who's ever played Keegan. So
I only play Keegan. I don't play him in Classic. I only play him on round 3s. And he just crushes every time. And like,
you probably lost less money with him than I have.
Yeah.
By
so
doing that.
Connor hasn't been getting any ownership this week, and he's been doing well. I've had him. I mean, he has no ownership. I'm going to keep going back to him. The stats still look good. I mean, even on Drew's stats, like I think they look pretty good. Fitzpatrick's in my core this week. I watched a lot of that round. We had the featured group with Rory and Rory. Neither of them could get anything going off the tee, but Rory especially. But I think Fitzpatrick's going to ride. He honestly had a better approach numbers as well, so I like that range. I like Ricky. Obviously, we talked about Keegan. Sorry, Locks, I stole this from you, but I'm going to go ahead and add Woodland to that too. And then Seamus Power is in my core. I liked his approach numbers. All right, Locks, take us from the 4 and 3 under, please.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, in line with you guys for the most part. I got Fowler, Bradley for me. I love those two guys down there. Really nobody else in the 300 range. I think it's just those two for me. I don't mind the Buckley call at 7,400 for a little bit of value there. The one guy I do want to mention for value is Matt Neesmith. I kind of liked him coming into the week. Interest there. He looked good in round 1, not as good in round 2, but interesting player tomorrow at 6,700, I think. I'm going to be off of Cantlay. Just that price is way too steep for me. And then I'm in on Chris Kirky and Gary Woodland.
Oh, nice. I like. Now, am I making this up, Drew, or doesn't Matthew Neesmith play the long, hard courses pretty well?
He has in the past, but he has not been great the last, half a year or so.
Yeah, but hey, one round, baby.
I mean, his ball striking tends to carry him, which would do well on this type of course. Like his ball striking would carry him to.
He's hitting the ball well. He's just putting bad.
All right, so let's go ahead and just go to this next range. I just want to talk about the elephant in the room. And hopefully Drew can take us down more detailed of what the stats saying. Sam Stevens, I feel like he's going to be more popular than what people would think. So Drew, talking about Sam Stevens tomorrow.
I don't know, man. Like there's enough cheap guys. I think people at the top, go down the top of the leaderboard, and there's some, there's $6,900 guys. Nate Lashley, I assume people maybe go play Lashley at $7K. So I'm not sure people are going to come down here and jam in Sam Stevens. But his numbers look great. Not
like popular, but like you'll see Sam Stevens at like 9%. You're like, what the fuck? Like, wait
possible. It'll be us.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I'm playing it.
No, it's
good.
Yeah, dude. His numbers look good. I played him. We talked about him yesterday with Snyder on the show, and did okay. I mean, obviously his numbers kind of continue the same trend. So he's got 8 shots inside of 18 feet. He's only made 1 of them. So like just looking through like a regression period of the par 4s and par 3s are pretty solid. Par 5s, he's really not doing much. He's only 4 under. And you see guys at the top that are 6, 7 under. So I don't mind him at 6,800. He's going to be in my player pool for sure. I played him today already, so might as well double down for a guy like that. If he's showing some type of signs of going low. Honestly, dude, if you've only made 1 putt, to be honest, he's only made 1 putt inside of 12 feet as far as birdie looks. So, yeah, give me some Sam Stevens.
I like that. I'll definitely be playing. So, Locks, will you be playing Sam Stevens? And do you like anyone else from like the 2 under, 1 under range?
Yeah, I'll be in on some Sam Stevens. Another guy I'm looking at is actually Jaeger. Just really hasn't got it going with the putter. Another guy that's hitting the ball well. I could see him playing well tomorrow, so I do have a little interest there. And then just guys like I personally will play Rory tomorrow. It's just a guy that I just see. I mean, he can go nuclear at any point. He's sucked off the tee, managed to. I think that putt, honestly, on the last hole is going to give him some momentum here. He might fire us a super low round tomorrow. So I got some interest down there. Yeah, his price tag's steep. I'll always say Cam Young just because the guy's the same way. If he can get the putter going, I mean, watch out. So it's just frustrating. Those two guys are 2 of the most frustrating dudes to play, but I'll always play them just because of their upside. And if they're not going to get too high owned, well, I'm going to jam them in there. And then probably just Toasty down at the bottom for me.
All right. So for me up here, I just want to talk about how I can't play my boy Tom Kim at this course and just how he's been playing. So just something's wrong with the ball striking. Like it's not, even when he was in great form, it wasn't elite ball striking. It's mostly just the fact that he was ball striking it well enough and then putting amazing. But man, it really hurts. But I will play Siwoo Kim.
There we go.
Hey, you like some Siwoo Kim?
I do.
Why do you like Siwoo Kim? Because I'm also playing Griot. I love this little tandem right here. They're showing up beside me on Data Golf. But Siwoo and Griot. I got my core out there. Spoiler alert. I'm breaking rules, baby. Ooh. I like Jaeger here. I like MJ Duffy. I always play him. Let's see. I don't want to go in the ones yet, so I'm just gonna stick to the twos. That's all for me. Drew, anyone else in the 200 range? And take us into the ones.
No, the Siwoo Kim was the only one I was going to mention. I'm kind of torn on Gorilla. Like I probably should just go back to playing him and just an automatic because I played him yesterday for the same reasons. I mean, yeah, for the same reasons, man. I played him today, did not do very well. What's really interesting though, on Rory, so like the spin ups are like down here. Like if you spin up on a guy that's down here, that stats are already looking bad, so people aren't going to necessarily play them. But they can go, like you said, they can all go nuclear. And Rory is one of the few guys that made the cut and is over par on the par fives. Like, imagine that. And he's only hit, I got him at 17% driving accuracy on the par fives. Like, the dude is not playing very well. So, like, I don't know, just basing it off of everyone else, and he's better than everyone else on par fives typically, we'll say he's got a 400-round floor at some point this weekend.
His drive on 16 today was all day it was terrible. But his drive all 16 today was so beautiful that maybe it kind of gets a little bit of something going into,
and he could flip it. He could flip the switch at any point.
Yeah.
Honestly, he's freewheeling it at -1. I mean, for the same reason we just talked about Keegan, how can someone be a good round 3 scorer? Obviously, McIlroy's a good round 1, 2, 3, and 4 scorer. But I mean, the dude probably wants to go home, so you might as well go out tomorrow and shoot 59.
I mean, you think about it too, though. It's pretty bunched. I mean, he's only 7 shots back. He fires a super low round. Shit, he's right there.
It is. I'm just sure he's like disappointed.
Yeah.
You withdraw from the RBC Heritage after shooting 77 at Augusta, and you come out here and barely squeak through the cut. But yeah, he's still. I mean, any of these guys are still in play to win, to be honest, which makes it fun for live betting. Other guys down here, Toasty. I'm very pleased that he squeaked through the cut. It wasn't looking good earlier in the day, so I don't mind going back to Toasty. He's another guy you played earlier in the week, or at least for full week stuff. But to be honest, there's no one that really stands out. Cam Davis's par 5 scoring is atrocious. He's gone for 5. He's gone for 5 par 5s and 2. He's hit 2 of them under regulation, but he's 2 over par on the par 5. So I could see that being an interesting play tomorrow as well. But there's not. I mean, it's pretty obvious if they just squeak through the cut. Nothing's really going to stand out. But yeah, it's you should be able to leave a good bit of salary, I think, unless you want to spend up for Rory tomorrow.
I think I was telling Locks backstage, but like Roy's so Cam Young, like he keeps killing us, and then people keep going back to him in Showdown ownership wise, but like that's not happening with Rory. Like he keeps like disappointing, but the ownership's not going there. This is the king of Quail Hollow, people. Like I will keep jamming him. I don't care if I get pissed when Cam Young loses me because he keeps sucking, but I don't care if Rory McIlroy keeps sucking because like I know he's just a better golfer. He's in the
core. I just updated it. I took JT out and threw Rory in.
Yeah,
let's freaking go, baby. I like it. So Akshay, great Showdown player. I'll play him obviously. Cameron Davis, Nick Hardy almost made the core today. I will have some Nick Hardy. Don't mind Bramlett. Toasty, yeah, Showdown. Obviously, we keep playing him. Anyone else down here?
You guys like Thigala?
Yes, that's my last guy I was mentioned. Price down $400 from yesterday, down below 9K. And hey, Thigala can go out there and legit be the highest scorer tomorrow at 8,900. I love that call. So that's what I like. And guys, you know what time it is?
Cinco de Mayo, 10:10.
Time for you to go back to the bar.
With that too, but it's time for us to make the ultimate mega core, baby. The ultimate mega show core. So we can do 4. we're gonna break a rule. We'll do 4. We'll do one guy we all like really like together, and then we'll do the 1, 2, 3 draft. Let's do that.
Okay.
So, based off what we talked about, who do y'all think is one guy we really like? All of us.
Probably Rory.
I was gonna say Homa. At 8,800.
You like Homa too? Okay.
At how much?
I got him at 8,800 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Locks, you cool with that?
I'm cool with that.
I mean, how do you not play him at 8,800
How do you know
and
he's
then
8,800?
see what we have left at the end? But yeah, you got to throw Homa in there. 8,800 is a core.
I like it.
All right, Locks, your turn.
For me, I'm gonna go Jaeger Bomb.
Ooh, I like that. Mr. Drew?
You're gonna say Keegan, right?
I wasn't actually.
I don't want to say Keegan. I'll say Hayden Buckley. I think Hayden Buckley's a good one.
Oh, what's he priced at? Oh, it's nice.
7,400.
That's I'm about to get us. Oh yes. See, I gotta set up wrong. Hold on.
Somehow he was kind of chalky this week, or at least like in our Discord, the RPS Discord, like a bunch of people were sweating him.
Yeah, they were.
So I was surprised by that a little bit, and then his numbers look good, so might as well just double down.
So I gave away my spoiler from another guy in my core. I'm gonna go and I gotta stick on brand, baby. I gotta do me. Siwoo Kim.
Dylon. Oh, Siwoo Kim. Yeah, that's
I'm going Dylon. Come on. But guys, it leaves you with 9,400 per.
Damn.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Who would be your favorite spin up then? Like, so, like to me, even though Shoffley is tied for the lead, I still think he is due for another low round.
Yeah.
Like, I think he had a bad round today,
Yeah.
and he still played really good.
Could be.
So, if I had a core, like a single entry core, it would probably be Xander over McElroy. But for like GPPs, definitely McElroy's an incredible leverage spot.
Yeah, I think McElroy is just huge.
I love that core. So I want to just list it one more time. It was Max Homa, Siwoo Kim, Steven Yeager, and
Hayden Buckley.
Hayden Buckley. Thank you. I had so much Buckley today. But yeah, so guys, that's the show core. I appreciate you tuning in. If you hit the like button, please. I've not done any housekeeping, so if y'all can please. Hey, what up, Blake? What up? Hey, everybody. Sorry, I missed the chat.
Yo.
But yeah, hit the like button, hit subscribe. Keep doing these free shows for you. Keep bringing all the winners. For Kurt, for Locks, for Mr. Drew, we are out as soon as I run the outro. I did it wrong.